guys, and welcome to the analysis chapter. So we have already had a nice introduction on macro and on micro level. We had some campaign creation insights on theory and in practice. And in the third chapter, we have treated the advanced insights, how to maximize your return on ad spend. And now in this fourth chapter, it's going to be all about the analysis. So we have created those ads, we've applied the advanced methods, and now we're going to see what results they brought us, okay? And for you, it's very important to see and to understand how you can interpret your numbers, okay? And where you can set up an advanced dashboard, okay? So let's get started. I strongly recommend to use the Ads Manager to analyze your results, okay? Because it gives you on one glimpse all the numbers that you need to perfectly understand the performance of your campaign. The only problem that you have with the Ads Manager dashboard is that if you would only use here those standard columns, which are like performance or messenger or app, okay, like all the ones that you have here in columns, like those standard dashboards, okay, you would not be able to see everything, because at the end it would give you like internal numbers like clicks and click-through rate and CPM and engagement rates, and then if you have the pixel installed, it would give you just the final number of conversions that you have defined, okay? But what happens between the internal data and the final conversion maintains like a black box, okay? But of course, as we are here in the advanced course, we are very interested in opening that black box, okay, and to really understand every single step of the customer journey within this path, okay? And therefore I'm very proud to present you my favorite dashboard that I use for all the e-commerce companies I work with, okay? And it somehow flips the funnel from the right to the left, okay? So we get the final results on the left side, and then we go always one step up in the funnel, okay? So if you would scroll to the very right, you would see the clicks, and then if they come to the landing page, and then they come to view content, and then add to cart, then initiate checkout, then purchase, okay? So we see it from the final touch point to the first one, okay? Because in my point of view, and the most important thing, the most important numbers that I want to take a look at is how much did I spend, what did I get in return, okay? So and therefore I start my analysis with like this, okay? So at the very left, besides results, you would even have like campaign name, ad set name, or ad name, okay? And then what I like to have is also the results column. It shows you like first one I got 53 page purchases, then in the fourth one almost 1,000 view contents, then add to carts. Why do you think there are different results here? Because I assume that the 53 purchases also brought view contents and also brought add to carts. Well, it's because they are conversion campaigns, okay, optimized for specific events. Like the first three ones are, the first three lines are campaigns optimized, ad sets optimized on the purchase event, the fourth one optimized on view content, and the fifth one on add to cart. So therefore, here in the results column, the very first one on the left, they give you those different overviews, okay? But I still like to maintain that because it gives me information what's the optimization pixel, and also when we do lead generation here, you can download the actual CSV file that you need to then contact the leads from your from your Facebook ads. Okay, so second column, delivery, super important. Facebook puts more and more emphasis on that, okay? It shows you here whether a campaign is active, inactive, pending review, and even, which is very cool when you're in an advanced account, it shows you whether it is learning or if the learning process has already finished. Okay, that's super important that you understand that the Facebook picks, the Facebook algorithm actually needs 50 events each week so that it can really optimize. Okay, and here in this delivery column, it shows you how far you already are in this machine learning process. Very important. And also if they are heavy text in the image or stuff like that, all of this is displayed in the delivery column. Then we go to budget. Okay, In budget, it will demonstrate you whether it's lifetime or daily budget. And of course, very important to make your daily decisions to maximize the performance of your ads. You would like to adjust the budget here in the third level and the third column here on budget. Okay, so therefore I love to have those crucial KPIs already here at the very left. Okay, and then we get started with what I said. What amount spent, how much did I spend on each ad set, how much did I get out of it? Okay, like the first one actually worked pretty well. I spent less than 300 euros, got more than 2,000 euros out of it. Then website purchase return on ad spend, this famous ROAS or ROI, return on investment. In this case is more than 7, because it basically just takes the website purchase conversion value and divides it by amount spent. Okay, and important for you to know, when you don't know how one of those values is calculated, you just hover over it with the mouse. Okay, and then you can click how it is calculated, and Facebook will explain it to you anyways. Okay, so those were the numbers that needed to be explained a little bit. And then when we go further to the right, we just see every single step of the conversion funnel. Okay, starting with the very last one, so the number of website purchases, 53 in this case, and then cost per website purchase, because I always love to work with relative numbers in my comparisons. Basically just takes amount spent and divides it by website purchases. Okay, so that's that number. And then we go one step above in the funnel. After they have purchased, well, of course they had to initiate the checkout. Okay, and then cost per website checkout, and so on and so forth. Before the website checkout, of course, they had to add to the shopping cart. Before that, they had to do a website content view. Okay, before the content view, a landing page view. Okay, and before the landing page view, they had to click on my ad. Okay, here I have provided you two numbers, two columns, outbound clicks and link clicks. Okay, you see in this case they're completely identical. Okay, that means that all my links lead to an external page. Okay, if I would have had an ad into a canvas or an ad to my Facebook page, the number of link clicks would be different to the outbound clicks, because outbound clicks are just those numbers that directly come to your to an external page, which is not within Facebook. Okay. Yes, and then of course we start with the that's already starting with Facebook internal data. So this is all data that Facebook measures within their system and not with an external pixel. Okay, and here it's basically the important ones is the cost per click, the click-through rate, and the cost per mil. So cost per click is calculated the same way like all the other factors here. It takes the amount spent and divides it by the number of events that have occurred. In this case, link clicks. Okay, click-through rate is impression divided by clicks. Okay, for me a good benchmark for those two numbers is a click-through rate that's above 1% is good. Okay, the cost per click that is below 50%, below 50 cent is good. Those are the just some benchmarks. Okay, but at the end of the day it doesn't matter so much to you, because what you want is you spend, for example, 300 euros and get 2,000 out of it. That's what matters at the end of the day. Or you spend 150 and get 800 euros out of it, or even spend 35 euros and get 750 euros out of it. That's what matters at the end of the day. Okay, but just in case that you don't even get purchases, okay, you have to take the numbers you have, and sometimes you only get to content views or add to carts, and then it becomes tricky and difficult, and that's when I start to analyze those numbers here. Okay, so if I have data on website purchases, if I have data on initiate checkouts, if I even have data on ROAS, okay, I always take a look at those first. But if I don't have them, because my campaign has not spent enough or the performance is not going so well, I take a look at those numbers and try to understand what's going on. Okay. The frequency, also good to understand that here it very much seems like that's remarketing and this is prospecting. Okay. And then some further Facebook internal information about reach and impressions. Okay. As I already mentioned in the previous chapter, The difference between impressions and reach is basically if I have 3 people in my audience, just in case, okay, and I show it to one of those people, I show it 2 times, okay, and to the other ones just once. So to those 3 people, I will show it. To this person, I will show it twice, okay, and to the other person just once each. So my impressions will be 4, okay, and my reach will be 3, because I will reach 3 people, okay, but they will have seen it in total 4 times because one person has seen it twice, okay. So that's the difference between reach and impressions. And then when it comes to social reach and social impressions, it's basically completely the same, but it only counts here the people that are friends of people who like your page, okay, because those people will see your ad with the information. For example, Patrick Wind also likes this page, okay, and those are of course for those people the ad is of course more relevant and the click-through rate should be higher, okay. And this social reach number per nature naturally has to be lower than the reach, okay. So out of those 32,000 people we have reached, around half of it were friends of fans who have seen it with the social information, which is a good number, okay. So now the question is, that was very cool, okay, but how can we set that up? It's actually not that difficult. You simply have to go to Ads Manager, okay, and then on the level you want, okay, being it on campaign, ad set or ad, wherever you want, okay, you have to go to columns, okay, then you can see here those standard columns that are already predefined, like performance, app engagement, message engagement, and so on and so forth. But then you have to click on customize columns because you want to create your own one, okay. So click on customize columns, and here I have already prepared you my favorite one, okay, which is basically the exact same dashboard that I have presented you here on those columns, but just in the way that Facebook would require it from you. When you click on customize columns, then you will be able to set up line by line, okay, each of those values in this order, okay, starting from the left and the middle and then the right one, and then you will be able to really apply this dashboard for your own campaigns. And of course, guys, I've prepared this dashboard for your download in this section, okay. So you can download that one and apply it to your own campaigns, and you will be able to have a fully working full funnel strategy dashboard in your own campaigns. So thank you very much, and let's do this. Let's implement this dashboard already in your campaign and see you in the next video. See you guys. Bye bye.